welcome to today's video. Today we're talking about the Apple AirPods. Now, these AirPods have been out for a while now, a couple years, a year or so, but they really became a hot item around this holiday season, and many of you may have already picked them up or maybe be thinking about it. I picked some up and want to give you a quick review today of what my thoughts are after using them for about a month or so. So let's check out the Apple AirPods and see what they're good for. The AirPods are a Bluetooth headphone, if you didn't already know. They connect to your smartphone or your computer via the air, no wires. They're a pretty slick little device. They come in this little case, which is actually a charging case. It holds a charge and it stores them and it charges them, which is kind of cool. I've been using these for about, since Christmas time. I got these as a gift for my wife for Christmas. And so it's been a couple of months now that I've been using them. And so far they've got a bunch of things that I like, but a few things that I don't like as much. But let's start off with the things that I do like. First of all, they're easy to connect to your phone or your laptop or any kind of Bluetooth device. It doesn't have to be a Mac device. You can connect them to any device that is able to accept Bluetooth connections. There's a little button on the back here. You press it, it'll show up on your device when you try to pair with it, and it connects, boom. Just like most Apple things, connects pretty easily. Also, they hold their charge pretty well. I wear these pretty much every day when I'm working, whether I'm listening to music or doing whatever, and they hold charge for, I think, officially like 4 to 5 hours. But then if you put them back in their little charging case and let them charge for just a couple of minutes, you'll get like another 30 or 45 minutes. I forget the exact number, but you get a good charge in a short amount of time again. And the charging case itself holds a lot of battery power. So if you're gonna be gone for a long period of time, a day or so, you can get a couple of good charges out of the case. Also, because they are wireless, they free up the port on your iPhone. If you're an iPhone user, you know the newer iPhones just have a lightning port at the bottom. They don't have a headphone jack, a 3.5mm headphone jack. So if you need to charge your phone and you wanted to listen to your headphones at the same time, couldn't do it unless you got this special little splitter device. But that's what's nice about the AirPods. Obviously, they connect wirelessly, so if your phone is low on battery and you need to charge it, you can. They're also really comfortable. They're just like, let me get them here. Physically, the AirPod themselves is just like the old wired headphones that came with the last couple versions of the iPhone. So as far as fitting in your ear, if you like the old versions, the old wired versions, the last maybe 1 or 2 versions that came with the iPhones, you'll probably like the way that the new AirPods fit. I like the way they fit. They feel comfortable. I've run with them, ridden my bike with them, and they stay in place. They don't come loose. But jumping kind of ahead into some of the negatives, if you kind of brush them, they can fall out easily. So if you're doing an activity where there's going to be a lot of motion and you're going to be moving quickly, you might not want to wear them because if you accidentally brush them, they could pop out and then you lose them. That being said, they do have, I think I've seen a replacement program for like 60 or 70 bucks. You can get just one pod if you lose it or it gets stolen or whatever. So that's kind of a nice thing. Let's talk about the negatives now, the things I don't like so much about the AirPods. Sometimes the audio lags in them. Now what I mean is if I've got the AirPods in and I'm watching YouTube on my phone or on my laptop, the speaker's voice will be saying one thing, but then the audio is just a little bit off, and so it kind of makes for a weird experience. It doesn't happen all the time, but with video, know that it does sometimes. It can lag a little bit, so it creates kind of a weird experience. When I edit with these in Premiere Pro, I notice sometimes that the audio, the quality of the audio really is hit and miss sometimes, and I'll be messing around with files and the audio will go from really nice sounding music to then all of a sudden sounding really kind of scratchy and like, I don't know, a record player almost. And in those cases, you wonder, well, is it a bad audio file or what is it? And there was even an instance when I was editing a recent video where I was hearing these little pops and kind of crackles in my audio, and I thought that my microphone had recorded poorly. But I couldn't figure out how to fix it or any kind of filters to mess with it. But then I took the AirPods out, plugged some wired headphones in, and it was gone. So it was just the AirPods that were giving this weird kind of static hiss to it. So if you really need good, high quality audio for precise things like video editing, or audio editing, I should say, they might not be the best tool for you. Another thing is when you connect to them with your phone, let's say, but then you want to listen to the audio on your computer, you have to manually disconnect and reconnect from device to device. Likewise, if you're in proximity of a couple of your devices, a MacBook, let's say, and an iPhone, it's going to choose the most recent one to connect to. And so it jumps back and forth, which I guess is the same as if you had to unplug a cable and plug it into the next one, but it can kind of jump back and forth, and you have to remember to connect them to the device you want to connect to when you're using multiple devices. Lastly, it's probably obvious, but they can get lost pretty easily. I mean, these things are only, you know, this big, so if you lose it, drop it out of the car window, it's gone. But the fact that they are super small, fit well, and allow me to get up and move around, and they allow the freedom of no wires. There are no wires, so if I'm moving around or doing things around the house or the office or outside, I don't have to worry about the wires getting tangled or tugging at my ears or anything like that. So that thing right there, that reason alone, makes me really give the AirPods a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this quick video helpful. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. You can hit that subscribe button down below. We'll see you next time.